For more than 200 years, Oak Island has remained one of the world's most intriguing unsolved mysteries. This small, quiet island off the coast of Nova Scotia might look unremarkable, but it's cloaked in legends of priceless treasure buried deep underground. From pirate gold and ancient relics to whispers of the Knights Templar, the lore surrounding Oak Island has captivated treasure hunters and historians alike for generations. Millions have followed the journey as countless explorers have poured their time, money, and even their lives into uncovering the truth behind the island's secrets. For decades, the mystery seemed impenetrable, guarded by time, traps, and perhaps even a curse. But now, something has shifted. Recent reports suggest that the History Channel may have confirmed a major discovery, one that could finally prove what so many have believed for so long, that the Oak Island treasure is real. According to sources close to the ongoing investigation, the latest findings are unlike anything previously uncovered. Fragments of gold, ancient artifacts, and cryptic symbols have reportedly emerged, clues that suggest a mystery far more complex and deeply buried than anyone imagined. Could this finally be the breakthrough the world has waited centuries to see? Is this the end of the Oak Island legend? Or just another layer of myth and obsession added to its legacy? Before diving into what was allegedly discovered, let's take a step back to understand why Oak Island has fascinated so many for so long. The location, the legend, and the sheer mystery surrounding it have made this small island one of the most studied and speculated about places on Earth. So, what exactly is Oak Island? Nestled just off the southern coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, it's a tiny island, only about 140 acres in size. On the surface, it appears to be just another peaceful patch of coastal land. But according to legend, beneath its ground lies a treasure of unimaginable value, or perhaps a deadly secret that has claimed lives and fortunes in its wake. The story began in 1795, when 3 teenagers exploring the island discovered something odd: a sunken depression in the earth, as if a pit had once been dug and then refilled. Nearby, a block and tackle system hung from a tree, adding to the mystery. Thinking they'd stumbled upon a pirate's hiding place, possibly tied to infamous names like Captain Kidd or Blackbeard, they began to dig. What they unearthed would spark more than 2 centuries of obsession. As they dug, the young men discovered wooden platforms at regular intervals, suggesting that someone had gone to great lengths to construct a hidden shaft. But then, the pit unexpectedly flooded with seawater, halting their progress. This marked the beginning of an enduring mystery. Over the next 200 years, treasure hunters, engineers, and adventurers would try, and fail, to reach the bottom. Some were driven by dreams of gold. Others were enticed by the legends, whispers of the Ark of the Covenant, sacred scrolls, or even relics connected to the Knights Templar. And then there's the infamous curse. Over time, a local legend took shape. 7 people must die before the treasure can be found. Whether born from superstition or the string of tragedies that followed, the curse became part of the Oak Island mythos. So far, 6 people have lost their lives in pursuit of the treasure, victims of cave-ins, gas leaks, and other accidents. For many, the island is no longer just about treasure. It's about fate, obsession, and the blurred line between courage and madness. Oak Island's pull has even reached powerful and famous figures. U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt followed the story closely and once invested in an early dig. Hollywood legend John Wayne also reportedly contributed to the search. Scholars, engineers, adventurers, all have been drawn to the island's magnetic mystery. Part of what makes Oak Island so fascinating is its perfect blend of fact and legend. A real place with real artifacts, mysterious symbols, strange engineering, and centuries of unanswered questions. And now it seems that the treasure might finally be within reach, and the History Channel could have the evidence to prove it. But what exactly were explorers hoping to find? At the heart of Oak Island's mystery is the legendary Money Pit. When the original diggers began excavating in 1795, they hit man-made platforms spaced every 10 feet. These weren't natural formations. Someone had built the shaft with purpose and precision. As modern explorers continued the work, they found more strange materials, like coconut fiber, not native to Nova Scotia, suggesting foreign involvement or a highly organized operation. Then came one of the most famous discoveries, a flat stone with strange symbols carved into it. According to some interpretations, the message read, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds lie buried. While this translation has been hotly debated, the allure of a massive treasure below the surface only grew stronger. Yet, every attempt to reach it ended in disaster. As soon as the stone was removed, the pit rapidly flooded with seawater. Explorers later discovered that an intricate network of flood tunnels had been engineered to protect whatever lay below. Many now believe the entire system was designed with booby traps, an elaborate effort to keep treasure hunters out. It's this mix of clever design, possible ancient engineering, and the relentless determination of those who keep searching that keeps the Oak Island mystery alive. And now, with new discoveries coming to light, the world may be closer than ever to finally solving it. Has the treasure of Oak Island truly been found? Or is this just another tantalizing clue in a story that refuses to end? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. The legend of Oak Island continues to captivate, and the next chapter might be the most revealing one yet. This new generation of treasure hunters came armed with something their predecessors never had: cutting-edge technology and an unshakable drive to uncover the truth. They weren't just chasing legends anymore. They had the tools to actually reach what others had only imagined. One of their most remarkable discoveries came from sonar scans, which revealed a long straight void about 150 feet underground. What stood out was its shape: sharp edges, rectangular, and clearly unnatural. Many believe this could be the legendary offset chamber, a cleverly hidden vault designed to divert searchers from the true location of the treasure. Even more compelling were sonar and drilling results taken near the pit. These readings picked up materials like wood and metal, possible chests, beams, or other man-made structures buried deep within the earth. The layout was too precise to be a natural formation, but every attempt to reach it ended in disaster, whether from flooding, cave-ins, or equipment failure. It became clear that whoever built this system had designed it to protect its contents at all costs. Some theorists even suggest that the infamous money pit might have been a decoy all along, meant to mislead would-be intruders, while the real treasure was placed elsewhere, reachable only through secret tunnels or hidden chambers. Yet, despite the dangers, the elaborate design of the pit stands as strong evidence that something of great value lies buried beneath Oak Island. To finally unlock the secrets of these underground structures, the team began investigating a source many had previously overlooked: ancient maps and historical documents that might have held the answers all along. One of the most influential figures in this part of the investigation was researcher Zena Halpern. Her work and mysterious collection of old maps became a key piece in the Oak Island puzzle. These weren't forgeries or vague drawings. They were dated as far back as 1347, centuries before Oak Island was officially discovered, or before Columbus had even sailed across the Atlantic. If real, they suggested that someone knew of Oak Island's existence long before it was recorded in history. One of Halpern's maps caught immediate attention. It wasn't just a chart of coastlines or landmarks, it was filled with cryptic symbols and notes written in Old French. Two terms stood out: anchor and valve. These weren't random words. The team had seen them before, linked to Oak Island's infamous flood tunnel system. It appeared to describe an intentional mechanism, perhaps part of a defense system built to protect whatever lay underground. If this theory was accurate, it meant Oak Island wasn't just a spot where someone buried valuables. It was purposefully engineered to guard something truly important. The mystery deepened further when the team spotted another note on the map, referencing a place called Rodome. Researchers connected this to Henry Sinclair, a 14th century Scottish nobleman rumored to have voyaged to North America long before Columbus. According to some historical theories, Sinclair may have been accompanied by members of the Knights Templar, an elusive group said to have safeguarded priceless secrets and treasures after their order was disbanded in the 1300s. Zena Halpern believed that the Templars, or people connected to them, had used Oak Island as a hiding place, and that her maps were drawn by someone who either belonged to the Templars or had knowledge of their plans. She believed these maps contained precise symbols showing where future generations could find the treasure. Skeptics dismissed the idea until science intervened. The team used advanced technology to overlay Xena's ancient maps with modern satellite images of Oak Island. The results were startling. At a location marked on one of the maps, they detected a strange anomaly beneath the surface. Narrow, rectangular, and perfectly aligned with features like the island stone road and the red sediment found in the nearby swamp. Was this just a coincidence? Or had a 14th century map actually pointed to the precise location of something hidden for hundreds of years? Either way, the findings couldn't be ignored. Whether you believed in Halpin's theory or not, the alignment between her ancient maps and what was now being detected underground was impossible to dismiss. Her work suddenly carried new weight, and the team began to realize that the past had left them a trail of clues, hiding in plain sight. And perhaps the most important clue of all was this: a buried hatch, a possible gateway to the hidden chambers beneath Oak Island. For the first time in centuries, it felt like the end of the mystery might be within reach. After decades of failed attempts, lost fortunes, and endless speculation, a new team of determined explorers made real progress. They discovered something hidden deep underground, clearly placed with precision, and clearly intended to remain undiscovered. The breakthrough began when satellite scans picked up an unusual signal in one area of the island. Ground-penetrating radar confirmed there was indeed something unusual beneath the surface. When they followed up with industrial metal detection equipment, the reading spiked, strong signs of iron, right where Xena Halpern's maps had indicated something would be. This wasn't luck. The alignment was too perfect. Getting to it, though, wouldn't be easy. The team brought in hydraulic drilling rigs, high-torque earth augers, and powerful dewatering pumps to deal with the unstable, waterlogged ground. The site was reinforced with steel shoring panels to prevent cave-ins. Layer by layer they dug, through dense clay, gravel, and carefully buried timbers, each seemingly placed to obstruct anyone digging below. After nearly 2 weeks of exhausting excavation, the digging bucket finally hit something solid. Just 5 feet down, beneath centuries of sediment and rotting debris, they uncovered what appeared to be a thick sheet of iron. It wasn't random debris. It was shaped like a hatch, complete with a ring handle and fused iron hinges. Time and corrosion had sealed it shut. Even with industrial tools, crowbars, hydraulic spreaders, and acetylene torches, it took hours of work to force it open. When it finally gave way, the hatch creaked open, releasing a gust of stale, damp air that had been sealed away for centuries. It was a moment that generations had dreamed of. And perhaps, just perhaps, the doorway to solving Oak Island's greatest mystery had finally been found. Beneath the rusted hatch lay a narrow vertical shaft. The walls were slick with moss and coated in mineral deposits, and a spiral staircase made of slippery stone twisted downward into pitch-black darkness. This wasn't a natural cave. Far from it. The walls had been meticulously hand-carved and reinforced with precision-cut stones so tightly fitted that not even a blade could slip between them. At the bottom, the shaft opened into a long corridor. Water dripped steadily from the ceiling. The floor was damp and treacherous underfoot. Along the walls were strange markings, some appearing as ancient symbols, others looking like an undeciphered script. The team carefully documented every detail before moving deeper into the unknown. The corridor eventually led them to a large chamber. In the center stood a heavy stone table, encircled by carvings that suggested ritual or purpose. Atop the table lay several fragile scrolls, too brittle to be opened without the risk of crumbling to dust. Next to them sat 3 wooden chests, tightly bound with thick iron bands. They opened the first chest, empty. The second, also empty. But when they cracked open the third, the beam of a flashlight reflected off something unmistakable. Gold. Inside was a scattering of old coins, some etched with symbols from European cultures, others from the Middle East. One coin, upon closer inspection, appeared to date back to the 13th or 14th century. The entire room went silent. What they were holding was more than treasure. It was proof. Proof of a global connection, a far-reaching trade, or perhaps ancient plunder, long before it was ever documented. But the discovery wasn't over yet. They noticed another narrow passage at the chamber's edge. It led to a small, sealed stone door. Forcing it open revealed a compact vault. Shelves lined the walls, and what they held left the team stunned. There were ornate brooches inlaid with colored gemstones, tools made from unfamiliar metal alloys, small statues carved with symbols no one could immediately identify, and piles of additional coins, untouched, as if waiting for someone worthy to find them. It was clear these objects weren't randomly stored. They had been arranged with care, preserved intentionally, and hidden with purpose. In that moment, every member of the team knew. This wasn't myth, and it wasn't just rumor. This was a real, heavily protected treasure vault, sealed away for centuries. And they were the first to step foot inside since it had last been closed. But even that wasn't the end. Ground-penetrating radar revealed yet another chamber, larger than the one they'd just entered, lying just beyond a thick stone wall. Unfortunately, the stone was too dense to break through without risking collapse, and the surrounding area was unstable due to water seepage. But based on what they had already uncovered, the team believes this final hidden room may contain the most significant artifacts of all: untouched relics, sealed containers, and perhaps evidence revealing who built the vault and why. For now, that chamber remains out of reach, waiting for the right moment to be safely explored. And here's where things get even more intriguing. According to behind-the-scenes reports, the History Channel is fully aware of this discovery. Leaked information suggests the legendary Oak Island treasure isn't just legend anymore, it's real. And while it wasn't the show's production crew that made the find, reliable sources claim that private treasure hunters were the ones who uncovered the hatch and the chambers. Once the discovery was made, producers at the History Channel were reportedly informed immediately. According to one anonymous crew member, footage and data showing the hidden vault have already been reviewed and quietly confirmed, but not yet made public. Interestingly, this leaked information lines up with things fans of The Curse of Oak Island have long noticed. The areas where this treasure was allegedly found match up almost exactly with locations the show has explored in previous episodes. That overlap gives the claims serious credibility. It feels like everything — the sonar scans, historical maps, metal detection surveys, even the dead ends — was leading to this exact moment. More hints that something big is underway can be seen in recent activity on the island. An increase in drone flyovers, newly issued filming permits, and closed sets for the History Channel. All signs point to a special season, or a major upcoming episode, that could finally unveil what's been hidden for centuries. Fans on forums and Reddit have been buzzing with speculation. Some believe the breakthrough episode is being delayed until the excavation is fully secured. As one Reddit user put it, "If what they found is real, it changes history." And that's exactly why everything is being kept so tightly under wraps. Releasing footage too early, before the tunnels and artifacts can be properly documented and protected, could compromise the entire project. The risk of looting or accidental damage is too high. Even skeptics are beginning to take notice, impressed by the growing pile of evidence, the advanced technology being deployed, and the precision of the excavation. What's becoming more and more clear is this: those who have seen the data say the treasure is real, and the History Channel knows it. Oak Island's secrecy is legendary. Public access is highly restricted. The entire island operates under strict confidentiality agreements, fueling rumors of a cover-up or a controlled release of information. But many argue this level of secrecy is necessary to protect the fragile discoveries, to prevent theft, and to ensure that when the world finally sees the truth, it's backed by solid research and preservation. Only when the entire site is secure and stable will the History Channel likely share what they now know. Until then, speculation continues to grow, and so does the anticipation. Whether the long-awaited reveal happens this season or later, one thing is undeniable: For the first time in over 200 years, the true treasure beneath Oak Island may finally be coming to light. The maps, the sonar scans, the symbols, the chests, it's all been part of one massive puzzle. And piece by piece, that puzzle is coming together. History may be on the verge of being rewritten, and the world is watching, waiting to see if this small island in Nova Scotia will finally give up its secrets and change everything we thought we knew about hidden treasure and lost civilizations. What do you think about this incredible discovery? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want more stories like this, subscribe to the Timefold channel, and don't forget to like the video.